fire extinguisher handy just in case. So we don't want to be burning our buddy's rig down here, or the garage. We don't want to burn down the garage, but it'll definitely can burn down the garage real easily. So keep this handy. And kind of keep it right here so we're in reach of it just in case. We run and grab it real quick and we can put it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up and I'll bring you back. Oh, waiting for it to update. I have to charge hours for this. I'm gonna go in. We're gonna do I'm gonna command the fuel pump on and do the injector test. It says we can only do that once per ignition cycle, so every time we do one of these, we have to we'll have to shut the ignition off and turn it back on. Alright, bring you back here. So now we're in the test here. I did prime it. It does go down to about 30 psi on the what they call the resting pressure, and it just, I don't know if that's, you know, we'll look up the factory spec on that, just see what our resting pressures are. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do fuel injector balance. Select the injector to be tested, and we're going to select check. Alright, now it's paired the fuel system. It's priming it. So I initiated the test first on cylinder number 1, and when I didn't see a change, the pressure went up and it didn't do anything, I immediately said, okay, let's try a different cylinder. I went to cylinder number 2, is what you've seen on the previous clip there. It actually dropped in pressure. So the test actually completed, but it led me to believe that the system was still priming. So I sat there for a long period of time thinking that there was a software glitch or a communication issue or the system's just slow. And that's how it operates. But no, it actually did the test that quick. Quicker than when I was able to see the actual gauge. My gauge actually stopped working shortly after that. I was not able to get any pressure at all. And I thought the fuel pump had just crapped out on me. And I was really bummed because here I'm working on my buddy's truck. He's trusted me to work on his truck. And here now I have no fuel pump and I have no fuel pressure. And is it worth now fixing this truck because it needs whatever else? And I actually told him it was a good buy to buy the truck. I actually think it's a decent truck. I've heard it. No compression issues at all. All the cylinders sound exactly the same. And when you do a clear flood. So I'm not thinking that there's anything wrong with the engine. Transmission shifts good. Air conditioning works too. It blows cold. Like the thing is a 2003 model and it blows super cold air. Back to the video. At least it's got good sounding radio. Well, bring you back in here. I tried to get it to do the test. I can't get the software to communicate properly with it. It just freezes up saying it's priming the system. It doesn't actually pulse any of the injectors. I tried a couple different ones, including 1 and 2. I also started it up and let it run with fuel pressure. It was stable, it was good. So who knows if it's a leaking injector. It would go all the way down to 0 in a few hours probably. We'll let it sit for a while, and I'm going to look up how to do a proper injector test on this platform. Yeah, see, it's at about, it's actually going under 30 psi. It's like 29 psi, around almost like 29 and a half. So we'll see how long it sits on that. Definitely wet with something. Definitely smells like gas. It must be the injector. Shut these lights off real quick. Yeah, I see it. I think that's the injector. It looks fine, I guess. They did 2 of them. I've already looked at 2 of them, and it don't look like they're dripping anything, but I'm gonna keep looking, I guess. No, I just missed it. I saw a drip. I'm gonna turn the lights back off again. See it? She's dripping. You got to get the updated GM version of these. I'm trying to find them, but they're anywhere from 140 to the AutoZone's ridiculous extortion of $300 something for this.
Maybe go to Rock Auto.
Yeah.
Order it. Yeah, I don't need it right away, but
now I know.
Just thinking, just out of, you never know. It's like drive the fucker for 100 miles and see.
I mean, it's choking the cylinder out. So this injector also doesn't have it's
fucking gas smells coming with the oil too.
Dripping right in there. It wasn't dripping at first, but I pressure or the motor shot in it. At least you could get something out of it.
Yeah. Well, I just want to drive it for another 4 years, And the body ain't bad. The thing I'm worried about with the minivan is it's getting so rusty and rattling. I'm afraid it's gonna start rusting off it.
Well, initially I had it in the wrong hole. I couldn't see that injector leaking, or even if it was the injector I was looking at. But no, those were definitely the injectors, and number 1 cylinder is definitely leaking. It's got a drip. The injector's not operating at all. It's seized up. It's not showing any movement at all, as we've seen in the last video. And so then I cammed it. First we tried to do a fuel pressure. Fuel pressure was good. My gauge is now not working, which is a bummer. Now these old things take forever. definitely not happy. Alright, we're gonna shut the fuel pump off. There we go. I'm gonna try to get some of that excessive fuel out of the system. Alright. It's CAN bus. Nice.
Nice!
It's getting hot here. Max up here. Now I let my scanner run dead. Start it back up again to let it charge. Some systems are real easy to do an injector leak down test, or what they call an injector balance test. The injector balance test, what it does is it'll pulse the injector for a specific amount of time, and you record the drop in PSI on the fuel rail. I'm gonna move the car away from that spicy mound over there. Things are flying all over the place. Yeah, I know. Duh. Chevrolet. That's a 1.4 liter with a big old monster Tursky on it. You know, 2017 model. So I got you some scanning going on. I'll scooch over a little bit, give it half the screen here for the stuff you want to see. All right, let's see. We got the Chevrolet. We're gonna go in the GM. And then it's got to be running. Automatic. This don't take long. Might have to turn the AC off, but I don't think I had to do it before. First things, we're going to go into the engine control module, and then we're going to read DTCs just to see if we got any DTCs. There's no trouble codes. I'm going to go to freeze frames. There's no freeze frames either because there's no trouble codes. Then we're going to go into active test. I believe under the fuel system. Injector balance. It's going to want you to set your parking brake. I don't know if it's looking for that, but just make sure you just push the pedal down till the computer sees that the parking brake is set. And then you gotta put the transmission in park. And then continue. And this is so much easy. So we're gonna start with the cylinder 1 injector. And as you feel, the car is missing really bad. And then it completes the test. So it won't let you do it again. So then we're gonna go to cylinder 2. And as you see, you'll feel it pop, 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 pop. I'm going to do these twice because the first time around it wasn't consistent. So they're all within a couple of PSI, but let's do it one more time. Looks like it'd be time we put some fuel injector cleaner in here. I mean, they're all within a couple PSI. The highest one looks like it's number 2. You would think that it, you would actually think that it's working more, but it's not. It means that the rail pressure only dropped 51 PSI. With the others, they drop 49 and 48 psi respectively, which means that cylinder number 2 is not injecting fuel all the way through its cycle. So it could mean that it's restricted. Debris is getting stuck in the screen. It's not bad now, but it's probably going to get soon. We'll do it one more time. Yeah, see, now they're right back within the ranges. So. They're within the drops within 49, 48.4 psi. Not too bad, not too shabby. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there and take you back to the other video and conclude it. Thank you for staying tuned, and catch you on the fix for the Chevy S-10. Yeah, don't forget to turn off your parking brake. Oh no. The leaves are falling off the trees and turning weird colors. They only mean one thing. Oh no. Thank you guys for staying tuned, and be ready for my next one.
Not a problem, he was talking, showing too much pride. And that's a downward slope, that boy ran didn't rise. X him out for the threats, leave him wondering why. Taking all of his M's, because he ain't comply. I might slide up to your block with intelligence. I'm a genius with the Glock, there's some relevance. Took his chain, took his blocks, took his sediments. There's no cap inside my speech, no impediments. Putting numbers on the board, I use my calculator. Put a op below the floor, he's a denominator. E equals MC squared. You didn't notice that? Had the shot but he's too scared. Why didn't he bust it back? Why didn't he bust it back? Why didn't he bust